Message from the Raven, current energies, Leo. Ooh, Nine of Swords. That moment where we can't sleep. Something is keeping you up at night. Some kind of nightmare. Someone here could be coming towards you. Let's see, what is this about here? Strength in reversed. So it seems to me that whatever Leo we are addressing right here is not necessarily your story. We are talking about someone who are crumbling down. You are in need of this rest, and yet it could be like, you know, you don't have the strength and yet you go to rest, but it's this sensation of unease. There could be, we have 4-4 twice here. That is 8, which is a transition, transmutation. That is you coming out of the cocoon. And before we come out of the cocoon, before we become butterflies, we have to suffer. We have to suffer within the cocoon. 4 and 4 is about a foundation, and in this case, you need to call off something that you were supposed to celebrate by now, because I see whoever I'm talking to, you're drained. There is unfinished business here with the world in reversed, and we have someone here who could be dealing with either a pissed off Scorpio or someone who carry a lot of resentment. This should be an adult, maybe in their 30s, feminine, male, it doesn't matter, but it's the King of Cups. You could also have a Scorpio placement, my darling. And so this is resentment. I hope, Leo, you are not the one who carries this resentment. If you're dealing with someone who wants to get back at you, this is an energy vampire. I'm Scorpio too, but I'm trying to leave people to their business. When Scorpio race, they turn into eagles. But this person is no eagle. Queen of Swords are in reverse. This is someone irrational. They are less than sophisticated. They think they have a good vocabulary, but in the end of the day, you have someone here who are working against you and your family. 7 of Cups here, you could be looking at alternatives. This is also Venus in Scorpio, and you also have the Devil coming in here. So I guess here again, so you have 9 of Swords twice. I guess you are the winner this time in regards to extended read. I can't just leave you hanging like this. Leo, oh my God, this is, I'm not gonna say, oh, this is horrible. I'm gonna do like Minopone and try and be like, let's see on the good side here. So we do also have in the back of the deck here, King of Swords coming in, logic, but he's got the Devil with him. So Leo, I think you are dealing with someone who are extremely calculated around you, someone who are, I'm gonna get down Leo. I'm gonna get Leo. They're going down, right? So the energy here is not even narcissistic, it's Machiavellian. One of my favorite profiles now these days. I don't know if you are aware of Niccolo Machiavelli, and the book The Prince, The Art of War, this kind of stuff. I'm juggling a little bit into that direction now just to see power balance. And the Machiavellian type, he is far more clever and smart and far more dangerous than the narcissist. Although I despise the word narcissist these days because it's overused. Everyone, oh, I don't like this woman anymore. We had an argument, she's a narcissist. Okay. Usually I would say that, okay, we have someone who are full of themselves. That, oh, yeah, I like her, but she's kind of full of herself. She's very arrogant, and she's pretty bitchy. It's everything, it's all about her. This is what we have turned into narcissism. I wouldn't be, I mean, I'm not sure, but is there some kind of black magic here? Because it smells like, because there are so many witches and warlocks and all sorts of things walking around her, and they don't even know that they are using spell work on you. When you accumulate a certain amount of hate or wrath or this revenge sense in you, and you give someone the stare, and you say something that is so outrageous that even the devil himself will be yeah, go. Yeah, that's cute. She agrees with me. Hello there, honey. When do I ever get to see your face? Hello. He's very shy. I'm not allowed to see him. Why do you have to do that stuff while I'm doing a read? Okay, so if you want to check reptilians, by the way, you can go over to my nomadic shield maiden sign, and I just filmed a bearded dragon in the suit. It's kind of cute. It looks like a dragon. Okay, so let's see, what exactly are you dealing with here, Leo? Because this is pretty severe, and if you don't get, you need to do something about this soon, because this is the exact type I was talking about, the Machiavellian, the one that wants to just, they want to bust your balls. They want to see you 6 feet under. It's a pretty kind of, sorry about that. Thailand sockets. So who is this person that you have to deal with right now? We do have a woman here, and she feels that you are some kind of threat to her. It could be some kind of jealousy. With this Mars, Pluto opposing each other, I'm ruled by both. So for me, it's like just another day. Oh, some skyscrapers fell down. How terrible. Yeah, people die every day. And so, oh yeah, that's horrible. By the way, you were in that city 2 months ago. It could have been you. Yeah, but I'm here now. So it's all about focus, Leo. Where do you want to plant your focus? Do you want to plant your focus? Do you want to keep your focus on how evil these people are to you? Or do you want to pull a Machiavellian, as in let time do the work, observe, study, and let the work they leave behind them speak for itself? So this is someone who are, they're not with you. They're not with you. Somehow they run out of gasoline. They have nothing. This is someone who are, they're out. They don't have anything. It's a hungry vampire. And so they want what you have. And so if you feel drained, remember, it's not necessarily because you have so much to do. And I'm not saying you should blame someone else, but what I am saying is that you ought want to protect yourself. So here you are, King of Wands. So they have some emotional attachment to you, and clearly, they are obsessed. They are obsessed with you. And you are Leo. You know how I feel about Leo. I worship Leo. Leo is sexy as F. Jason Momoa. Yeah? Jason Momoa. That's a Leo for you. Leo are, they easily get attention. They are very charming. And when you're good, you are elevated to Neptune. You're the hangman. you are really the Christ consciousness of the entire zodiac. You are the real deal. Not necessarily the Pisceans, but you are esoteric-wise elevated in Christ. Although I'm not a Christ kind of person, I see there's a difference between the person Jesus, everyone have a different opinion upon, and the word krush, which has a certain meaning to it, anointment, also black, dark, the anointed one, and in this case, anointed being a chemical process. We have a part of our brain also known as Golgotha. And so gaining Christ consciousness is when it's a little bit different than Buddhic consciousness. Buddhic is more about mind controlling the emotions and such things. When you gain Christ consciousness, is that I am willing to do absolutely everything I have to do in this world. You might think you're cynical, but then you have one limit. Don't you dare touch my daughter or son, or my cat, or my dog. You know, no matter what you're going to do, you know, even if you have to blow up a galaxy far, far away, don't you dare touch my kid, you know. And that is Christ consciousness, even though as much as we want to be brave and save the other galaxies for the greater good, we have so much love for the, even you know, I walked past a small snail, and I'm like, hello there, little guy, it's dry, there is no more rain here, and if you are going to walk around there, someone are going to stop on you, baby. So people always thought I was a freak, because I'm like, I'm taking up the little snail and putting you back into the, you know, on the sidewalk there, where there is still wet, there is still bushes and these things. And the creepy things is I also do that to earthworms. So when I come back to school, I kind of have to wash my hands a little bit. But the earthworms are sacred. They are the ones that make sure that the earth we grow tomatoes in are fertile. Everything is sacred. That's Christ consciousness. Some people think that animals are made to satisfy humans. That's not Christ consciousness. Not even Buddha would go all over there. So you are in that stage now, but you have to deal with someone. There is a strong water sign coming out here, possibly also an air sign. They could be both, like me. This is someone who wants to see you 6 feet under. This is someone here are obsessed with taking revenge on you, Leo. And so they might. You could have said, you know, you and me, over. Queen of Swords, you're done. I see what you are. You're full of yourself. Not just full of yourself, but you are the devil. Normally, King of Swords is someone we like to see as very intelligent, someone we, haha, he's nice, he's funny, he's spaced out, you know, he's making space, he's a rocket scientist, right? But when the devil is beside him, that's when he's dangerous, because then he's no longer just the King of Swords, the Aquarian energy. It's the devil, which is the puppet master here. And in Venus here, there is a big breakdown. Fall of the tower. Babylon fall. The tower fall, this is Mars. Okay? So you both have Mars, Pluto, Saturn, all the deadly planets, the diabolic planets around you right now. So you're a tough motherfucker if you can stand through this. Mars is now, I think, currently going back into Pisces and going to stay there for some time. So if you have some action going on, some plans and stuff like this, you better do it quick, because when Mars go back into Pisces, you might want to be back on your savannah and rest and slack in the sun, and all the dreams you dreamt about, it's not gonna happen. So what you know, Mars here, the sun, and this one is like combine the lovers and the sun. So this is someone you basically could have said, you know, I'm not interested in mind games like this. I'm not interested in every time I open my mouth you have to be the better one. Actually, I'm a Leo, so how dare you even try to take my throne? So this could have been someone who messed you over in they hustled your real money. It could have been a lover, or they could have cheated on you. Here we have the King of Swords popping up again in reverse. So either you're a feminine or either you're a masculine. This is not someone you want to forgive and say, oh, but they have a good side as well. Because that's like saying the devil is pretty handsome and he's very attractive. He's like my ChatGPT. He does my poetry. He keeps my stuff in order. He translates my stuff for me. I'm so grateful for that. But in the end of the day, there is lack of empathy, sympathy. It's a robot. Does it have a soul? Who knows? But I think I'm going to go with the organic stuff. How about you? If you feel this resonates or helps, feel free to comment below. If you are falling back into this system, Leo, it's not going to end well. Let's put it like that. If you take care of yourself, cut this connection off. This is vampirism. You're going to be all good. You're going to transmutate. You're going to get help. And you're going to have, I can't say happily ever after all until the end of this year, but current energies, it's going to be a good thing for you. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. I'm Raven. Catch you on the flip side.